Are you ready to discover one of the most fascinating jewels in Palermo? The Castello della Zisa and its garden represent a masterpiece of Arab Norman architecture, a fusion of cultures that tells centuries of history. In this video, we will explore their construction, the legends that surround them, and the artistic details that make them unique. But stay until the end, because I will reveal a bonus information that few know. The history of Castello della Zisa. The Castello della Zisa was built in the 12th century by 𝗍𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗀 of Sicily and completed by his son 𝗍𝗍𝗀 II. The name Zisa comes from the Arabic 𝗓𝗓, which means the splendid, and perfectly represents the magnificence of this building. It was conceived as a summer residence for the Norman kings, designed to offer freshness and relaxation during the hot Sicilian summers. The Arab influence is evident in the structure. The layout of the rooms and the wise use of water create a natural cooling effect, just like in the Islamic palaces of Baghdad or Andalusia. The palace stood in the Norman royal park, the 𝗍𝗏𝗯, from the Arabic Jannat al-Ard, or garden, or paradise of the earth, which extended with beautiful pavilions, lush gardens, and water ponds, from altofonde to the walls of the royal palace. Giardino della Zisa, an oasis in the heart of Palermo. In front of the castle is the Zisa Garden, inaugurated in 2005, which occupies an area of 30,000 square meters. This green space evokes the ancient 𝗍𝗏𝗯𝗀, the royal hunting park, offering visitors a place of relaxation and contemplation. The garden has a rectangular plan and is crossed by a central canal about 130 meters long, which connects a series of water tanks. This canal is aligned with the portal of the palace and recreates the ancient water path that continued to the fountain room inside the castle, helping to maintain a cool environment even on hot days. The pedestrian paths and the canal are made of white marble from the quarries of Alcamo and 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃, while the decorative ceramics come from Santo Stefano di Camastra. On the sides of the garden, the quadrants created by the 12 pedestrian paths are cultivated with plants typical of the Mediterranean scrub, a long metal structure which takes up the geometric motifs typical of Islamic art and covered with climbing plants, creates a shady path for visitors. The importance of water in the castle and Zisa's garden. One of the most fascinating elements of the Zisa is the hydraulic system that regulates the flow of water within the structure. At the main entrance is the famous fountain hall, a masterpiece of hydraulic engineering. The water flows through underground channels and small water games, creating a cool and pleasant microclimate. The main fountain, decorated with beautiful mosaics, is the heart of the palace. The optical effect of moving water, combined with the openings that allow natural light to filter, creates an almost surreal atmosphere. This use of water is typical of Islamic architecture, which considered the fountains symbols of purity and paradise. The Zisa Garden, with its central canal and water tanks, continues this tradition, offering a refreshing and harmonious environment that connects aesthetically and functionally the exterior with the interior of the building. The mysterious legends of Castello della Zisa. Every respectable castle has its legends, and the Zisa is no different. It is said that the spirits of ancient Arab demons, imprisoned within the walls, roam inside. According to legend, these spirits are the keepers of a hidden treasure, visible only to pure and brave eyes. Another popular tale tells of the lovers Bianca and Mustafa, separated by the cruelty of time, and whose love still lingers in the air of the castle. Some visitors swear to have heard whispers and mysterious voices while walking through the halls. Will it be a suggestion, or is something true? The artistic and architectural details of the Zisa. In addition to its historical importance, the Castle of Zisa is an artistic masterpiece. Its facade, imposing and majestic, reflects the perfect balance between Norman and Arabic architecture. The interior, decorated with mosaics with geometric patterns and inscriptions in Arabic, show the refinement of the craftsmen of the time. One of the most characteristic elements are the muqarnas, the stalactite decorations typical of Islamic art, which create a three-dimensional effect of rare beauty. These decorations, in addition to performing an aesthetic function, also had a symbolic meaning, representing the perfection and spirituality of Islamic architecture. The Zisa Garden, on the other hand, is a perfect example of Islamic landscaping, where the use of water, vegetation, and geometries is designed to create an atmosphere of peace and harmony. The decorative arches and the symmetrical arrangement of the plants recall the Persian and Andalusian gardens, offering a further testimony to the cultural link between Sicily and the Arab world. If you have been attentive to the video, you will have noticed a particular detail. In the ceiling of the fountain room, there are mysterious figures that seem to observe visitors. But do you know what is special? They are positioned in such a way that, depending on the perspective, they seem to move and change expression. This is one of the most fascinating optical illusions of the Zisa, an artistic effect wanted by the artisans of the time to make the environment even more evocative. Many visitors say that they feel watched, and some even claim to perceive strange presences in the rooms of the castle. The next time you visit the Zisa, try to watch them carefully. You may discover hidden details that escape most. Why visit the Zisa Castle and its garden? If you love history, art, and mysteries, the Castello della Zisa and the Giardino della Zisa are must-sees during a visit to Palermo. These places tell the past of Sicily as a crossroads of peoples and civilizations between Norman and Arab influences. Info and prices. The Castello della Zisa in Palermo offers the following entrance fees: full ticket, €8, and free entry for visitors under 18 years old. The castle is open from Tuesday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and on Sundays and public holidays from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. In addition, every first Sunday of the month, the entrance to the Castle of the Zisa is free for all visitors. However, during these days, entries may be restricted for security reasons, and free access is granted only to those who have made a reservation. It is therefore advisable to book in advance to ensure free admission on the first Sundays of the month. What to visit in the vicinity of Castello della Zisa. In the vicinity of Castello della Zisa in Palermo, there are several interesting attractions that are worth a visit. Here are some of them. Catacombs of the Capuchins. About 1 kilometer from the Castello della Zisa, the Catacombs of the Capuchins offer a unique and suggestive experience. This underground cemetery houses thousands of mummified bodies dating from the 17th to the 19th century, offering a glimpse of the Palermitan society of the time. It is a fascinating visit for those interested in local history and traditions. Mercato del Capo. A short distance from the castle, Mercato del Capo is one of Palermo's historic markets. Here you can immerse yourself in the colors, sounds, and scents of the Sicilian tradition, among stalls selling fresh products, spices, street food, and much more. It is an ideal place to taste the local cuisine and experience the authentic atmosphere of the city. Teatro Massimo. Just over a kilometer from the Zisa, the Teatro Massimo is the largest opera house in Italy and one of the largest in Europe. With its majestic neoclassical architecture, it offers guided tours that allow you to discover its history and architectural beauty. Regional Archaeological Museum Antonio Salinas. Located in the center of Palermo, this museum houses one of the most important archaeological collections in Italy, with finds ranging from prehistory to Roman times. It is a must-see for fans of archaeology and ancient history. These attractions, all located within 1 kilometer of the Castello della Zisa, offer an overview of Palermo's rich history, culture, and tradition, making a visit to the city a complete and fascinating experience. Have you ever visited the Castello della Zisa and its garden? What detail struck you the most? Write it in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to discover other fascinating places. Share the video with those who love to travel and discover the story.